Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank you for taking this issue, this hearing, and subsequent very seriously. It is a serious issue. I recognize my good friend and colleague, Representative Kildee, the gentleman from Flint. The efforts that you've carried on is important. For Michigan, it's important, but I would mention to my other colleagues, this is important for the United States. We have infrastructure needs, we have challenges with government at all levels, all around this country. And we need to take it seriously. And so to Mr. Kildee, thank you for raising this. The Flint water crisis is indeed a human tragedy. It's not a natural disaster. It's a human disaster brought on by failures of humans, but I think as well brought on by failures of government at all levels. And we are here as a government oversight and reform committee to do the very thing that's necessary, to do oversight and then reform, to make it right where we can. Sadly, as I think of it as a grandfather and father, I wouldn't want my kids or my grandkids to have to drink this type of water. It's not the thing we should expect in America, especially. But it has happened. And now the issue is, how do we make it right? How do we move forward? The lives of young children will be impacted for years to come, sadly. The dreams and aspirations coming from their parents will be impacted. We're here today to find answers, to get answers, and help for the people of Flint, but also for the people of the United States. We must get all the facts and get them right. There must be accountability where accountability needs to be taken. These children and families deserve nothing less. Mr. Chairman, I want to be clear. Again, this was a failure of government, key failure of government. And just as this crisis was a failure at every level, the effort to make things right must be a cooperative effort at every level as well. The safety and well-being of our citizens is not a Republican or a Democrat or an independent issue. It's a human issue. It's an American issue that affects Americans' lives. Politicizing this tragedy won't solve the problem, and it won't help the children of Flint. I make my commitment, Mr. Chairman, I make it to you, Mr. Kildee, as well, that this will be an effort that's bipartisan, and I think you've seen our delegation step up, even this morning with the introduction of legislation to assist in this deal. I hope today's hearing will begin to shine the light on how this tragedy happened, who is involved, how we can make it right, and how we can never let it happen again, so we can move forward together to fix and ensure that this American ideal that allows people to be free, safe, secure, and upwardly mobile happens to a great degree by principles developed in this hearing. Mr. Chairman, I thank you and I yield back.
Thank you.